Bleacher Report just suggested a trade that could be the worst idea of the offseason for the New England Patriots. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Meanwhile, two other offensive players also appeared on the list, players you know well, who are on their last chance to prove their worth in Foxborough. Analysts, fans, and even people within the organization are debating these three scenarios right now. Does the Patriots really need to make changes to the secondary? And which of these two receivers might be leaving before the season even starts? Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to show you the numbers that Bleacher Report seems to have completely ignored. And one of these trades, honestly, is almost comical. If you're a die-hard Patriots fan, like and subscribe now, because this analysis will generate discussion. Let's go straight to the first name on the list. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. Foxborough woke up to news that caught many people by surprise. Bleacher Report released a list of recommended trades for each NFL franchise before the 2026 season. And the Patriots appeared not once, not twice, but 3 times. That's already noteworthy. But what's really bothersome isn't the quantity, it's the quality of one of these suggestions. One of them involves the team's secondary, and the logic behind it simply doesn't add up when you look closely at the numbers. Meanwhile, there are only 30 days left until the Patriots return to playing real American football, even if it's preseason, against the Indianapolis Colts. The anticipation is growing every day, and it's precisely in this climate of collective anxiety that this type of trade suggestion falls like a bomb on social media. Because when you mix rising young talent with a proposal that practically ignores that growth, something doesn't add up, and that's exactly what happened here. I'm going to show you exactly what was suggested, and why this specific trade makes absolutely no sense to anyone who has closely followed what this team has built on defense over the last season. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. Let's get straight to the point. The suggestion was this: the Patriots would send a late round pick, probably 5th, 6th, or even 7th round, to acquire safety MJ Stewart from the Texans. The justification given was that the team lost Jalen Hawkins to Baltimore in free agency, and, even having signed Kevin Bard, still needed someone to compete with Craig Woodson for the starting position. Before that, this kid has already proven enough to be untouchable. Leave your comments, because that's exactly the discussion we're going to delve into now. Because when we look at the real numbers of each of these players, not the narrative, but the on-field data, the story changes completely. And that's where this trade suggestion starts to fall apart. The anticipation is building in Foxborough as training camp approaches. Every player in the secondary knows that the next few weeks will define the hierarchies for the entire season. And amidst all this, no one within the organization seems to be in doubt about who will start alongside Kevin Bard. The coaching staff brought in Mike Vrabel with a good portion of his trusted team, assembling a scheme where each piece has a specific function, and Craig Woodson is no ordinary piece in this puzzle. While outside analysts question whether the team needs more depth at the position, inside the locker room the feeling is one of continuity, not instability. The silence that dominates practices before the final roster decisions hides a certainty that few outsiders can see. The Patriots already know who will start the season alongside Bard, and it's not a 30-year-old veteran coming from another team. Now pay attention to these numbers, because they tell a completely different story than the one Bleacher Report tried to sell. MJ Stewart, at 30 years old, had a discrete 2025 season, 25 tackles in 9 games, only 2 passes defended, and a performance grade of just 49.4. In 2024, he was even more lackluster, 12 tackles in 15 games, no passes defended. And when directly targeted in coverage, the passer rating against him exceeded 100 points. Now compare that to Craig Woodson. In the 2025 regular season, Woodson totaled 79 tackles, 4 for loss of play, 2 passes defended, fumble recoveries, and a grade of 63.8, much higher than Stewart's. But the real leap happened in the playoffs. In just 4 games, Woodson recorded 30 tackles, 4 for loss of play, 6 passes defended, 1 interception, and a grade that skyrocketed to 84.3. I simply can't understand how anyone can look at these numbers and suggest that the Patriots need to pressure Woodson with the arrival of a declining 30-year veteran. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. And this is where things get even more interesting. According to information from within the Texans organization, MJ Stewart only played due to injuries on the roster and is currently in the roster bubble, meaning there's a real possibility he'll be cut even before the final roster cut. This means the Patriots wouldn't even need to offer a draft pick to acquire this player if they really wanted to. And here's the real turning point in this story. The question was never whether Stewart can help with bench depth. He can, and he would be a reasonable addition in that role. The issue is the insinuation that he would come in to compete for the starting position with Woodson. This completely changes how we should interpret this trade suggestion. It's not about reinforcing the starting secondary. It's about an outside analyst who, apparently, didn't watch the Patriots' playoffs in their entirety. Broadening the perspective, the Patriots currently have only 2 real backups at the safety position. Del Pettis, the undrafted player who had good opportunities last season, and Mike Brown, signed as an unrestricted free agent from the Tennessee Titans, precisely where Mike Vrabel brought a good portion of his coaching staff. ESPN even pointed to Brown as a possible surprise name this season, highlighting his familiarity with the defensive scheme and his performance as a ball protector on special teams. And this connects directly to the moment the Patriots are experiencing. A rebuilding process based on system continuity, not emergency signings. Bringing in a veteran from outside, who is completely unfamiliar with this specific defensive scheme, to compete for minutes with a player who already understands the system inside out, simply doesn't fit the philosophy that this coaching staff has been building since Vrabel's arrival. Ultimately, the Patriots' defense seems much more solid than Bleacher Report made it seem. Craig Woodson is no unknown quantity. In my view, he's one of the biggest names to watch this coming season, with a real chance, and these make much more sense. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, because as soon as any real roster moves happen, you'll be the first to know. Now tell me, would you trade a draft pick for MJ Stewart just for bench depth, or would you prefer to keep the roster as it is? Comment below, and let's continue this conversation.